Troop 1 is taxiing on Echo West for departure checkpoint 4.
Roger back, Trooper 1, roger. Gulfstream 7 November Alpha, runway 33, clear to land, wind 270 at 20, gust 31.
Clear to land, runway 33, 7 November Alpha.
And Martin State Tower, Troop 1 is canceled. Would like to taxi Echo West to Strawberry Point.
Trooper 1, cancel takeoff clearance and taxi depart.
Taxiing is departing. Troop 1, thank you for your help.
Tower 306, Golf Victor is with you, visual 33.
Phenom 306, Golf Victor, continue inbound runway 33.
Continue, Golf Victor.
Sirius 8 Charlie Delta, contact Potomac departure.
Potomac departure, and then you want me to turn 190 prior to contact?
Affirmative, left 190 and you can contact departure.
Alright, left 190 or departure for Charlie Delta. Right button. We go.
Buddy, approach number 467, we're out at 8.
You doing the radios? You want me to? Either way, I don't care if you want me to.
467 Potomac, approach, Baltimore altimeter 2986.
2986, Southwest 467.
So 1951, when you got that wind shear, how would you categorize that?
Very similar to what's been reported, plus or minus 10. It could have been a little bit more for us, so plus or minus, I'd say 20. And we got it about 400 feet.
1951, thanks for that report there. And advise airport side again off of your 2 o'clock and 6 miles.
Evans, I need com 2.
1951.
Southwest 1951, clear visual approach runway 33 left.
Clear visual 33 left, Southwest 1951.
Departure Hawker 3663 Tango is 2000 heading 350.
November 3663 Tango Potomac approach, ident and climb and maintain 10,000.
Ident climb to 10,000, Hawker 3663 Tango.
2142 and climb and maintain 14,000.
Was that for Southwest 2142, 14,000?
Southwest 2142, affirmative, 14,000.
14,000, Southwest 2142.
November 63 Tango, thanks. Radar contact 4 northwest of Easton out of 2,100. Baltimore altimeter is 2986.
2986, position checks, 3663 Tango.
Southwest 467, clear to
she's busy.
descend and maintain 4,000.
Direct ground 4,000, field to site, Southwest 467.
Southwest 467, clear visual approach runway 33 left, maintain at or above 3,000 until 10 DME.
All right, at or above 3,000 until 10 DME, Southwest 467, and just understand,
runway 33, clear.
some guys went around just for some wind shear.
Yep, Southwest 467, we've been having wind shear all afternoon, evening, but the latest report was about 6 minutes ago. Company recorded plus or minus 15 to 20 knots at 400 feet.
Okay, thanks.
And Potomac, November 468, Charlie Delta, climbing level at 2,000.
06 Golf Victor, runway 33, clear to land.
Clear to tower, Southwest clear to land, 306.
November Charlie Delta, departure radar contact, and climb and maintain 7,000.
7,000 for Charlie Delta.
Approach to Runway 1 has 6 in sight.
Rondo 1, frequency change approved. Have a great day.
Runway 1, thanks, cool.
November 63 Tango, cleared direct to Baltimore.
Direct to Baltimore, 63 Tango.
Potomac approach, citation 794, Juliet Sears with you, 11,000.
Foxtrot Park today.
Station 794, Juliet Sears, Potomac
Bravo,
approach, Baltimore
Foxtrot
altimeter
Park today, 7 November Alpha.
2986 for Juliet Sears.
Southwest 2142, contact Washington Center 125.45. Have a good day.
2545 Southwest 2142.
November 8 Charlie Delta, clear direct to Smyrna.
Clear direct Smyrna 8 Charlie Delta. Good.
Got to do a windy takeoff in a while.
I figured you needed to practice today since I had most of it already.
Southwest 1209 is with you out of 10.4 on the anthem.
Southwest 1209, Potomac approach. Good evening.
Bring is lower than I filed. I accidentally left it at 11,000, I think, when I filed, or 10. Probably bringing us underneath, over the top and underneath the traffic going over JFK. Like normally you get 5,000 to 7,000 over a big airport like that, like here.
Hopefully they keep us at 7. And I would think by the time you climb real slow to 7, you know.
There's not.
6 Tango, contact Potomac approach on 125.52. Have a great day.
Potomac on 2552, 3663 Tango, good day.
Pretty sure that's what they're doing. But these really good oranges if you want orange.
Can I go over to tower?
Tower affirmative. Contact the tower. Southwest 467. Have a good day.
Bye.
Southwest 1209, turn right direct anchor and descend and maintain 5,000.
Direct anchor down to 5,000, Southwest 1209. 2442. Sorry, where is anchor for Southwest 1209?
I'm sorry, I said the wrong one. Direct to rope, Southwest 1209.
Direct rope, Southwest 1209. That makes more sense. Thanks.
I love it. We'll go there, but where is it?
Go up to Rock Hall.
Yeah, I mean, that's, are you asking, are we going up there? That's behind us, right?
No, have you ever been up there on the ground?
No, just flying over it. I noticed the VFR waypoint is all over that.
Went around about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. He reported plus or minus 15 to 20 on at 400 feet.
Copy, we did not hear that. Thank you.
There's a sailing history. I think they made.
You still want us down to 4?
I don't know if they still do that, but they used to make
maintain 5,000.
sails there and stuff like that. But they have a couple of good. If you've ever been to the crab deck over on Grayson, it's Grayson. It's over Ken Island as you're transitioning off of it. Very similar. They got a couple of crab houses up there and stuff like that. Fun place in the summer.
We went to that one when we landed on a grass strip over there.
439, 9,000, Raven 6. Richard left.
American 2439, Potomac approach. Baltimore altimeter 2987. Just had a report of low-level wind shear, plus or minus 15 to 20 knots at 400 feet by a Boeing 737.
American 2439, roger. Keeps it in sight, and we have whiskey.
0066 Tango Zulu, Potomac approach, thank you, and clear visual approach only 22 at Easton.
Clear visual 22 at Easton, 6 Tango Zulu.
Clear Southwest 1209, descend and maintain 2000.
Down to 2000, Southwest 1209.
We'll switch tanks. Apps, mixture, good, fuel, airspeed.
Station 4 Juliet Sierra, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000 for Juliet Sierra.
Sierra 3 Charlie Delta, contact Dover approach 132.42. Have a great day.
132.42, 463 Charlie Delta, you too, thanks.
American 2439, clear direct splat and descend and maintain 4,000.
Direct flat down to 4,000, American 2439.
Anyway, approach Charger 47353.
Dover approach, November 468 Charlie Delta with you at 7,000.
November 468 Charlie Delta, Dover approach, altimeter 2977.
2977, 8 Charlie Delta.
November 8 Charlie Delta, with your current routing, I'm going to have to descend you down to 5,000, but I can keep you at 7,000 if you can expect a short reroute.
7,000?
We'll get down to 5.
Hey Charlie Delta, roger.
We'll depart 7 for 5 at this time then.
Charlie Delta negative, maintain 7,000 for now.
Roger, maintain 7. What the hell? I don't want to reroute, do you?
No, he said short, but I bet you it's this right here. He was probably gonna...
24, contact the Texan approach, 127.95.
127.95. Alright, we'll go down 5, and maybe we'll get back up. Maybe better off down there. Well, no, I don't know, it don't matter. Short route. We're not battling, we still got a 45 knot tailwind. Been 230, that's top speed today, I think. Got the worst reroute forever I've gotten going near Dulles, coming northbound. Patuxent. Couldn't figure out what he wanted. He's like, I got a reroute for you. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And I got all the points, but then I didn't really know where I was like in between a couple of points. And I'm like, I couldn't get him to understand, do you want me to continue to this point and then the reroute? Or am I just supposed to go straight to this reroute from where I'm at right now? It kind of ended in the middle of places where I wasn't really sure where I pick up as filed. You know what I'm saying?
If we filled it up back there at Martin State, probably won't have to fill it up at Bridgeport, will we? Take a look at it, but we're only showing estimated time en route, 45 minutes more.
They have, sometimes I like to buy just to
get the landing
fees and then some happy.
Okay, that's fine.
November 468 Charlie Delta, descend and maintain 5,000.
And 468 Charlie Delta is out of 7 for 5,000. Not going to play with the throttles if you want to adjust it.
Yeah, I was going to say we're about to level off, so I need to, now that we're descending, I got to pull.
Oh, is that Dover over there?
Yeah. Well, hard left is Dover. Or Newcastle.
Oh, that's a really nice looking run.
And then straight ahead is ACY over the water. Which one? Oh, that one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dover. Sorry, I didn't see it. Was my glide circle was covering up the Dover. That garbage bag here.
Thank you.
It's been a good day.
It has. It's nice to see those dogs are really something too. Both of them were really quite good. This one here seems to be settled now. Who knows? Maybe you should give him some wings when he gets to Bridgeport.
Yeah. I really got to watch. I got that high manifold pressure because I had left the power and I figured, hey, might as well get as much speed as we can. But it was just too much power for that descent, and the high manifold pressure advisory popped up. That is bad, really bad for your cylinder heads.
Pay attention to it.
Wish it dinged or something. Because it catches my eye when it pops up.
Do any of these things show, like on the manifold pressure, does it go into the yellow or the red?
No. It's a range, so that's why it's over here as a white. So it's not like the engine's going to blow red, otherwise it would be a red or a yellow. But you just don't want to run it, not know and be flying around with it high, because that'll chew up the cylinder.
We're doing a left turn here, doesn't it?
Any minute. The trick is I pull it to 70%, then bring the...
468 Charlie Delta, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles, opposite direction, Cirrus 4000.
And H Charlie Delta is looking.
November 322 Mike Sierra, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles, opposite direction, Cirrus 5500, sending 5000.
All right, no contact. We'll let you know we see him.
Got him, he's straight on.
That's why they wanted to deviate us. Yeah, I'd rather go down than put up with that.
You see how I put it to 70% power, I leaned back and I hit 65 and I don't have to fiddle with it. I don't have the pump off yet, because I'm letting it run a little while. We're capturing 900, you gotta be right there. Everybody's probably getting squished into this area because of the TFR. Right in there somewhere.
Attention all aircraft at over altimeter 2981.
Hard to see people, isn't it? This 100 miles closure rate.
It should be 2 miles. Traffic inside for 2 Mike 0.
November 8 Charlie Delta, traffic has you in sight. Contact Atlantic City approach on 124.6. Good day.
124.6. Good day, ma'am.
Yeah, traffic is no thank you for 2 Mike 0.
Underneath us, never picked him up.
At Atlantic City, November 468, Charlie Delta is with you at 5,000.
468 Charlie Delta, Atlantic City approach, my altimeter is 2977.
Roger, 2977 for 468 Charlie Delta. It's dropping, going up.
I thought they could take its IFR through that. Looks. At the right airport.
It's another one over there too, nice looking one. AMIV, is that Millville?
Yep.
Heard from Kathy Steele at all? Is she still?
No, I haven't.
You sipping or anything like that? She sent me one note saying if I needed to go out for a flight, let her know back in September of last year. But I haven't heard anything else from her.
I guess the last time I really talked to her is when we were buying this. I guess, well, no, because you were talking back and forth. I don't think I really talked to her about your transition.
You went with us on a flight, though.
That's true, that would be that, because we came to Martin State, so that would have been the last time I saw her. Sometimes you'll get that squeaking with your when you have a headwind. You'll get the stall alarm. That always happens. And then sometimes it'll squeak through these vents. The air in the ram thing, you know, gets in there and squeaks that flapper thing.
Do you test that thing? You don't, do you?
Stall alarm? No. I mean, you test it. I'm really sure how you're supposed to, and it's electronic, so the power had to be on.
I guess you're just checking that it's clear.
Yeah, I mean, I did the annunciator check. All the lights light up and everything dings. But that's not really the stall alarm. They're using its zeros. So right now they're using 4. Half is through 2200 is 260, 21, 35. That's still 40, so 240 is a pretty good bet. I really like this. I didn't think I would.
Such a 111 contact McGuire approach 126.47 today.
12647, got that 111.
How do you send them to the binder, or how do you make a binder for
if you filed a flight, I think if you filed a flight plan, it'll automatically populate here. If you just have it in the flight, you can hit add binder. It'll ask you, oh shoot, so add binder. So these are the ones, this is the one that's on your map. This is the flight that's in flights. Or you can add an empty flight binder and then build it as you want.
We're going to see if it added that flight in there that I out back at Monroe County.
Our choice is an RNAV 24.
Okay.
To go past the airport and bring it in. This thing sure is running good, isn't it? I say that. You shouldn't say that in flight, I guess, but gotta say it sometimes, so.
She is running good.
Alright, what happened? Something loaded. New flight loaded from panel.
For mine, it asked me if I wanted to load a flight from the panel. I said no.
I never thought about that. You could easily screw yourself up by accidentally loading something to the panel.
Where would we find binders?
They're plates.
There they are.
So it didn't add it. These are all the ones you had in there before. They just copied them and put them down there. So the new ones are up here.
The route I filed, it did not add a binder for me.
So if you add...
I could say add flight binder and it would ask me.
Those are your flights, and then you could hit it. I don't know, so is the one you filed the...
Did KBR to Martin State.
But you filed the HDZ to MTN, right? There's that one.
Oh, you're right. This one here, right?
Yeah, the second one down, I think. Right. Filed that one right there.
AAGC.
Hotel Zulu Delta, Carroll County.
I'm trying to figure out what this one is here.
Those were all stuff in there you had in there before.
Yeah, I had here. Oh, okay. Put it over here. But so, you got to take 2 fingers, don't you?
Well, 3. Nothing's loaded now, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, that one is loaded. So your airport one's loaded. So there's one of one approach, one airport loaded, and hit departure or whatever. So nothing's loaded, but you're able to see what's available. If you want to load them so they're there, hit the dot there so the dot shows up. Yeah. So then it's 3 fingers. Your the other way. Oh, your finger hit the airport button is what happened. Hit the approach again.
It says approach to it.
Your finger dragged and it hit the airport.
Oh, I gotcha.
Now they're in there.
They're in there. Okay, cool. Too bad you just can't go like this and do it though.
Yeah, or there's a button. You can always hit the tab. You can always hit the tab, and then hit the approach you want to see. Oh, approach.
Okay, at least I know where it's at now. Yeah, I like that feature too, Phil.
Yeah, because the 3 fingers impossible in kind of turbulence or whatever. You're not gonna.
I know. They'll fix it one of these days.
Cirrus 8 Charlie Delta, contact McGuire, approach 126.47.
126.47 McGuire, 8 Charlie Delta. Good day, sir. .647. McGuire approach, Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, level at 5,000.
Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, McGuire approach, and altimeter 2977.
2977 for 8 Charlie Delta.
Load that approach because I don't see it changing.
Okay.
This is LNAV plus V. Already read that. Oh, read that. Alright, so 2407.
Calling on guard, JetBlue 1421.
This approach is climb 1800 direct staying, that's straight out.
We're southbound out of rescue, and they gave us 6577 and 8846.
Darwin, hold. Willem, Belmac, runway, Stain, direct out to Stain and hold, that all looks good. We're in there, road chart.
Number 3, Sierra Lima, contact New York approach 128.55.
2855 for New York, 3 Sierra Lima, good day.
Good day.
I'm starting to use these more to get good at it.
Yeah, good.
Not ready to jump on the checklist yet, but all changes.
Camelot 90, McGuire approach, altimeter 2977.
And you added a quart back there, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put that in there.
Last call, say again.
408 Quebec Sierra, leaving 10,000 for 7,000 or sub.
Number 408 Quebec Sierra, McGuire approach, altimeter 2977, depart sub, direct Robbinsville.
2977, depart sub, direct Robbinsville, over 408 Quebec Sierra.
Camelot 90, pattern altitude 2100, right turn. At 111, report IFR cancellation in the air via the frequency on the ground, McGuire clearance, delivery, change supervisor frequency approved.
That boost pumps off.
Camelot 90, loud and clear, how many?
Tweaking it a little bit.
How did you run it for so long?
I just forget sometimes.
Proceed direct 5 mile initial, pattern altitude 2100, right turn.
Did the whole checklist, but it was just after we leveled off, so I wanted to let it run for a while.
And expect at 111.
They got the solar panel fields. That's what that is, right?
Camelot 90, pattern altitude 2100, right turn.
There's some kind of lake or something. Oh, if it's, I guess it's lakes or water or something. They grow rice or something, or.
Camelot 90, descend maintain 2100.
like a naval air station or some sort of military base down here. It's not Lakehurst.
The one that's
Remember,
closed.
Quebec Sierra, descend to maintain 4,000.
4,000, 8 Quebec Sierra. New York 408 Quebec Sierra. The wind
Restricted, yeah.
Our limitations at Morristown, we need to deviate and
Oil
land at
field.
Peterborough. Diver.
Remember, Quebec Sierra, roger, stand by.
They do some undercover stuff there.
Lot 90, report the field in sight.
Those runways like that. Or they're redoing it, or it's restricted, but they're redoing it or something. But it always looks like there's under construction. They never pave anything or anything. Always bare like that. Ocean County. Never been there, straight ahead.
You have been or not been?
No.
Looks like a fairly nice airport.
Yeah. There's our turn.
Remember, 8 Quebec Sierra, amendment to your route advisory, ready, copy.
Go ahead for 8 Quebec Sierra.
Remember, 8 Quebec Sierra, change retreat after Metro, proceed direct Peterborough.
After Metro, direct Peterborough. 408 Quebec Sierra.
Remember, 8 Quebec Sierra, read back correct.
Approaching Jet 111 is on the go around.
That's a 111 guard departure ident.
Ident, exit Jet 111.
That's a 111 radar contact over Belmar, squawk 2427, say intentions.
2427, and we'll get back to you on that. We'd like to hold it rather than going now.
Sounds like she's 12. But
Report off to our left up here.
Lakehurst.
That is Lakehurst, okay. Looks like that with the multiple runways and the larger hangars.
What do they do there? They do something?
A naval air station, I don't know if it still is or not.
It's military, so put him in there.
That's a 111 report when established in the hold.
We'll report established in the hold at Jet 111.
Oh, sure, so built up.
Yeah. I want to do that weekend, you know, overnight, long 2-day or whatever at Cape May too. At the brewery.
Oh yeah.
Wildwood.
I think that'd be fun.
I thought there'd be a lot more IMC today. Can't have all the weather in one day, I guess.
No, but I would say we had a good...
Remember, Charlie Delta traffic, 1 o'clock, 4 miles, northwestbound, E55 4000.
And Charlie Delta is looking, man.
Got him.
Remember, Quebec Sierra traffic, 5 miles, southwest of your position, northeastbound, Sirius 5000.
Quebec Sierra is looking.
And McGuire, Charlie Delta has the airplane in sight.
Roger.
But easier to pick out, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's white. He just, sun's hitting on him sideways like that.
Look at the reflection we're getting off of all these glasses right down. Get down here. So bright, it's almost
Oh,
like,
yeah.
almost like they're LEDs or they're popping at us.
What is that?
Remember, Charlie Delta contact New York approach 120.85.
120.85 Newark for Charlie Delta. Good day.
Good day.
Newark approach, Sirius 468 Charlie Delta, level at 5,000.
Sirius 468 Charlie Delta, New York approach, the Kennedy out. Niner 29.7.
And Charlie Delta, that last part of the altimeter came in broken. Could you say again, please? We'll pick it up from you when we get a little bit further up.
Yeah, I think, yeah, yeah.
We could look it up here if we wanted to.
He said 2972, but...
At 297 something.
Oh.
Alright, you said it was 72. I'll put it in there if you want me to.
Yeah, we'll ask him again. Wait. Must be too low. Torque's right there. FK's dead ahead.
Okay.
Torque skyline just to our left about 10 degrees.
And up the skyline tonight? Are we flying? No, we're going right over Kennedy and straight up.
We're going right over JFK and then up the coast, basically.
The East Coast, the skyline flight brings you down the other side of the Hudson, doesn't it?
Yeah, the skyline is like right over the Hudson. Go up the, you go northbound on the east shore and southbound on the west shore. You're right over the water.
It's just the angle the sun's hitting the
Yeah, it's just hitting windows and stuff, huh?
Good night. How you doing, direction, Mike?
You can see the pilings of the bridge. You can't really see the bridge, but you can see the pilings on the left and right side of the water. That's where we go. The VZ, it's a VZ Verrazano Bridge, so you go right at the top of that.
Wife grew up in New Jersey, right off Jersey side of the Verrazano.
It sucks. Still scratchy.
If the call is for November 468 Charlie Delta, so you're coming in very broken.
Okay, the Kennedy altimeter is 2972. Were you able to get that?
Roger that, 2972 for 8 Charlie Delta.
Charlie Delta, contact New York approach on, hold on.
Just to get rid of us.
Yeah, man.
Okay, November 68 Charlie Delta. 125.7, 25.7. You have a great day.
125.78 Charlie Delta, sim to you, sir.
New York, Jacker 329, 7, climb 10, heading 270.
329, you have the plus.
New York approach, Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, 5000.
Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, New York. Good evening. Kennedy altimeter is 2972.
2972 for 8 Charlie Delta. As a matter of fact, that's Sandy Hook State Park up there. My wife had, when I was on a short tour over in Korea, she actually got a job with the Park Service up there and was working with, she said it was a lot of fun. They had a lot of crap go on, you know. People bringing monkeys to the beach, you know. They'd always take her if they got a report of nude sunbathers. They'd always take my wife because she was the only female in the unit. My wife said, yeah, this one girl was pretty hot, but the other one, you know, the guy said, hey, cover up, will you? Anyways.
Very happy. I did a lot of work in these cameras set up. They're working well now.
Oh, that's good, Phil.
See the tip that guy gave me? Get these doors with the slot cut in them for the power so the battery doesn't vibrate loose.
Yeah.
And then these filters. Then he had me change my settings to 4K at 30 frames per second with this filter. And this was getting all washed out where like that screen would be good, but this one would be so washed out you couldn't see it. And the camera would freak out, and like every once in a while you could see it good, but it just couldn't keep up. And those settings fixed it.
Wow, that's pretty good. Certainly knew what he was talking about, didn't he?
He does these all these training videos for the TBM and Meridian.
JetBlue 1436, New York.
Go ahead.
Turn right heading 040, JetBlue 1436, Kennedy altimeter 2972.
2972, we'll turn now heading of 040, JetBlue 1436.
And JetBlue 1436, you can expect ILS runway 31 right approach.
Hey, ILS 31 right approach, JetBlue 1436.
JetBlue 2692, turn left heading 030.
030, JetBlue 2692.
At the way the water is being pushed around by the wind. Pretty stiff offshore breeze for that. You don't see a lot of white caps though.
1436, Kennedy altimeter 2972,
Oh, it's coming.
3000.
It's 1436.
What the exact wind is coming from our left though.
You expect to see more white caps?
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, the way it's probably is further. I don't know. I wonder if the buildings are. Would expect though that I guess the winds don't really make the white caps. It's more the. But the wind is coming the other direction. I guess you'd have white caps.
Number 301 Charlie Victor here.
No, not really. Starting come into view. Oh, iPhone, I need to get a small digital camera, because like iPhone just can't focus on that.
Gotcha.
If I zoom in and then I put this filter on, it takes the prop out. Oh, it's working before.
Delta traffic 12 o'clock and 14 miles southwest bound, 6,000 Cessna.
And 468 Charlie Delta's looking.
Number 05 Foxtrot traffic 12 o'clock, 12 miles northeast.
Got he's just on the edge of the shore, straight at us.
05 Foxtrot, look.
Just into the water. Right there. JetBlue 2692. How's ahead of us?
JetBlue 2692, you're clear visual approach, runway 31 right.
For landing light on?
31 right, JetBlue 2692, thanks.
JetBlue 1436, turn left heading 030.
Heading 030, JetBlue 1436.
We're still showing 1,000 above us.
Yeah, he's holding steady. Gotta be. Funny how hard it is to spot anybody as the sun hits them. Off my traffic ring. Turned off my distance ring. About 8 miles.
JetBlue 2692, contact Kennedy Tower 119.1.
19-1, JetBlue 2692.
It's absolutely amazing we can't see him.
I'm trying to. I'm moving my eyes a little bit.
Hopefully he'll go right over us.
Not fixate. Holding his altitude good, so.
Zero 05 Foxtrot, edge traffic complete. Roger that.
Yes, that's good. Does it pretty fast, yeah.
Oh, where is he? He's got to be right on top of us.
Skywagon 05 Foxtrot, contact departure 120.85.
120.2 miles.
05 Foxtrot.
I got him, he's right there. Okay. Angle was tough.
Number 8 Charlie Delta traffic, no factor.
And 8 Charlie Delta, roger.
Because they see our ground track, so it's hard when trying to figure out what your crab angle is, so we should have been looking over that way a little more. I always struggle with that, that's a tough one.
JetBlue 1436, airspeed your discretion, turn left heading 010.
010, roger that, JetBlue 1436. We'll still plan down, that's 31 right, correct?
Yes, sir.
Roger.
This thing takes the prop out, filter.
JetBlue 1436, maintain 2000.
1436, 2000.
take some as we go over and I'll get them to you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Direct approach, JetBlue 2774, 12000 for 11008 is Delta.
JetBlue 2774, New York approach, depart Cameron heading 040, vectors ILS runway 31 right approach.
Mark Cameron heading 040 for ILS 31 right, JetBlue 2774.
You could get to fly right over New York and the Freedom Tower, the tiny one. We came back more like this way from Groton, like right down the shore, and right over the
1436, 10 miles from 2 left, turn left heading 340, maintain 2000, so established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right approach.
1436, left ILS 31 approach.
JetBlue 1436, contact Kennedy Tower 109.1.
What time we're going, JetBlue 1436?
Shit.
That Excedrin helped. I get a headache just flying all day.
I know what you mean.
I carry those Excedrin, I almost get... a lot better than it used to be. Like this plane's quieter, I think. It's not as much high frequency, but still, by the end of the day, I got a headache.
Right. You're focused all day. I mean, if you're instructed, you got to be on that whole time, because you never know what boneheaded move a student's going to make, right?
Yeah. By the time you get comfortable, they surprise you.
Wake up, Phil. Look, we're inverted.
We're so over the top of it, it's going to be hard to get a picture. Charlie Delta request a 360.
Good afternoon, Italia 60 Mike Heavy, passing 1,700 up to 4,000.
Italia 16 Mike Heavy, New York departure, radar contact, climb and maintain.
Yeah, we're going to be like right over the top. I got like maybe a runway with some reflection in the window, but...
It's one big ass building down there right in front of us when you compare it to the houses around it.
New York, Flagship 451, 2,000 for 3,000. Flagship 451, New York departure, radar contact, Kennedy altimeter 290.
Big old jet landing at JFK right below us.
Flagship 451.
Version 4969 with Delta out of 14 for Cameron 11650.
There 4969, New York approach, depart Cameron heading 040, vectors ILS runway 31 right approach.
31 right, 040 out over Cameron 4969.
Flagship 451, turn left heading 250.
You're right, I never noticed how that works.
250 direct Kennedy.
Hitting the windows just right.
Italia 60 Mike Heavy, turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090, Italia 60 Mike Heavy.
JetBlue 2774, descend, maintain 3000, Kennedy altimeter 2973.
Maintain 3000, 2973, JetBlue 2774.
I did.
That's not a building. It looks like it's a big arch. Here at about 10:30 and down. Maybe it's just a great big hotel that's just not very thick and it goes up high.
Yeah.
Looks like a racetrack down there. I wonder if that's like a Hialeah or something like that.
If it's charted.
Ray Charlie Delta traffic, 1 o'clock and 10 miles southwestbound, Gulfstream 6000.
And 8 Charlie Delta has the aircraft in sight.
Flagship 451 traffic, 12 to 11 o'clock, 10 miles northeastbound, Cirrus 5000.
Flagship 451 looking.
JetBlue 1793, New York departure, radar contacts, altitude leaving, climb maintain 12000.
Relay 2200, 12,000, JetBlue 1793.
Italia 60 Mike Heavy, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080, Italia 60 Mike Heavy.
JetBlue 1793, turn left heading 130.
Up to 130, JetBlue 1793.
Always like it when they give you Not like whatever you want to call that thing, radar avoidance, so they give you the fact, you know, there's an aircraft out there heading for you when you're in the clouds.
Oh, I know, like you're supposed to look. I mean, I guess the theory is they don't really know where the clouds are because they can't see the clouds.
4969, descend to maintain 3000, Kenny altimeter 2.
Yeah, so you could be on guard if you had TCAS or whatever, or ADSB or something.
JetBlue 1793 when able to proceed.
But you're right, there's not like a lot you can do.
1793.
Fair enough.
I don't know what airline that is, I can't tell. Is that Delta?
Looks like a base on the tail, right? Looks like a Delta down there.
They coming this way. There he is.
See another one up there? Yeah.
Right there. That one right there.
Outside 60 Mike Heavy, proceed direct Happy, contact Boston Center 135.8.
Go Happy 135.
Everywhere.
Charlie, that is 0 Mike Heavy.
That's it.
Hello, departure Delta. 46 Heavy is out of 25,000, direct Explorer.
46 Heavy near departure radar contact, maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, Delta 46 Heavy.
We're right in the flight path.
Delta 1327 out of 12.9 for 1000 Delta.
Delta 1327 near approach, depart camera and heading 040 vectors, ILS runway 31 right approach.
That guy right there.
040 for 31 right, we'd like to request a left if it open.
Delta
It's down low if you see him.
Expect approach, runway 31 left.
31 left, thank you, sir.
Right over there.
New York approach, Winrose 7007 Heavy.
Guy right there.
2000, checking Calverton, Airbus 330, and we've got information Delta.
Delta 46 Heavy, turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090, Delta 46 Heavy.
Winrose 7007 Heavy, New York approach, expect ILS runway 31 right approach.
ILS 31 right, thank you very much.
Staying on.
JetBlue 1793.
Are we on 124?
No. 28.3, JetBlue 1793, good day.
FlexJet 451 traffic.
Good there anyway, but I doubt we're probably going to switch, I guess.
Heavy Airbus 330, 5,000 reference you.
Inside FlexJet 451.
Delta 46 Heavy traffic, 3 o'clock and 6 miles southwestbound 6,000 to Gulfstream.
Next contact, Delta 46 Heavy.
Delta 46 Heavy, correction, the traffic's 9 o'clock and 6 miles southwestbound Gulfstream 6,000.
So negative contact, we'll give a call to Sam Delta.
Weather anyway, let's get
JetBlue 12, correction, JetBlue
1915.
turn left heading 010, descend maintain 2000.
Left 010, maintain 2000, JetBlue 2764.
Wind 7007 Heavy, descend and maintain 9,000, Kennedy altimeter 2974.
Descend 9,000 feet, 2974.
Visual approach, heavy for descent,
1511 Heavy, near departure radar contact, within 5,000 at the airport. 46 Heavy, turn left heading 060.
any of that.
46 Heavy, maintain visual separation from all traffic, your discretion, calling into 110.
32, visibility 10 miles, haze, clear, temperature 23, 2.06, altimeter 2959, visual approach, runway 24, use landing support at runway 24.
Heavy, turn left heading 090.
Airspace office transport is inactive. Use caution for burning wildlife if you come to this vicinity of
2774, 10 now, turn to left, turn left heading 340, maintain 2,000, so status on the localizer,
Can't get that either, did
runway
you?
31 right approach.
Couldn't we hit comp 1/2 and isolate that?
Yeah, we should hit that, see what happens. I don't have approach, do you hear me? Now how do I get?
Should be able to hear ATIS, can you?
Gotta figure out how to flip it over.
vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
Zulu. That's a good, I had never done that. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it, I had never done it.
Zulu, wind 240 at 21.32. Visibility 10 miles. Haze, skies clear. Temperature 232.06. Altimeter 2959. Visual approach is runway 24 and use landing departure runway 24. Sikorsky Heliport Class Delta airspace level Bridgeport is inactive. Use caution for bird and wildlife activity within the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
Worked good.
and the altimeter 2974.
I like that.
3000, JetBlue 685.
But to remember that when it's all so much talking, you can't pick it out.
0, turn left 020.
It helps a lot.
Heading into 4969.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, descend, maintain 3000, contact departure 124.07.
Roger, 12407, 8 Charlie Delta, descending to 3000.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, affirmative, descend, maintain 3000.
8 Charlie Delta, descending to 3000.
Fletcher at 451, descend, maintain 4000, contact McGuire, approach 126.47.
2647 down to 4000.
VO 75.
Delta 1511, heavy, turn left heading 060, climb, maintain 17000.
060, request the RNAV 24, please.
1511 heavy.
Delta 4969, 15 miles from Zulab, turn left heading 340, maintain 3000, still established.
4000, direct Rhymes, 20.8, JD 55. Good evening.
JetBlue 1968, New York approach, altimeter 2971, cross Gwenny, add and maintain 111000.
71, Gwenny, 111000, JetBlue 1968.
Skywagon 0 Juliet Whiskey, squawk 4374 and ident.
And New York approach, Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, descending to 3000 with a request.
Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, New York approach, Bridgeport altimeter 2959, what's your request, sir?
Roger, sir, we'd like to get the RNAV 24 approach in.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, you can expect the RNAV runway 24 approach. Could rate down to 3000, please.
Roger, sir, head down to 3000.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, fly heading of 050.
And we're turning left 050.
Reach 760 Tango Heavy, 3 from Gump, cross Gump at 3000 or above. Good RNAV runway 20 approach.
Why isn't that?
Jump to 3000 or above, clear the RNAV runway 20 approach. Good shape.
It doesn't want to go down. I'm not pushing it hard enough. It's going down now.
Yeah.
I'll let you control the power to decide what you want to do.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Don't want to mess with that while you're flying it. .900 foot per minute. That ought to get us down there, huh?
Yeah.
You can adjust that wherever you want.
Good. He said good rate down to 3, so we'll give it to him. Oh, you bring it straight in, hopefully, so I'll make sure I'm ready to delete that hold right there.
Okay. We're here.
I think you're just going to bring us and vector us and box us around.
Are you going to keep this leg here?
I just loaded it that way. I'm not really paying attention to it. I'll be on the plate.
760 Tango Heavy, radar service.
See, once I'm on the plate, I'll have the plate displayed.
Yeah, okay.
Switching to our attention to the help. 1060.
It's not taking us to BDR now, that's why I asked.
Maybe because we're on a heading mode, so it's not gonna... This is just more situational awareness if I need it, if I get confused.
Okay, no,
but
good.
when I'm on the plate, I'll...
You know, the Hudson River is as wide as the frickin' bay. This is the Hudson, right?
No, this is,
Sound or something?
Sound, Long Island Sound.
Okay. This feels as wide as Chesapeake Bay, doesn't it?
That's big. Airport should be, I'm guessing it's... At it right there. I only see the runways, but it's flat right there. Not the right direction.
JetBlue 1068,
away.
going to maintain 4000, turn left direct Rhymes.
I wanted to do an approach just to get lined up.
Yeah, I think it's good. What did they give you for winds?
For JetBlue 1968, it's going to maintain 4000, turn left direct Rhymes.
24021 gust 32, so it's dead down the runway.
Thought maybe they gave it to you calm. At least I figured that's a response you'd give me. Oh, no, Jerry, they said it was calm. Half was wrong, it's calm.
You're right, they picked up right as we, right about the time we got in the plane. The front hit this area.
Yeah.
should be the airport right there.
Okay. Really looks like one, doesn't it?
The right place. So our runway's that one coming that way.
Okay.
We're looking at the side of it, sort of. It's a little bit of an angle.
Okay.
We got tower. Tower is 120.9.
Okay.
Ground 121.75.
Okay. You want tower in now instead of 121.5, or just leave it where it is?
You got tower and standby on number 1, right?
I do.
And then ground on standby on number 2?
I do.
Yep, perfect. Island. Right now we're on the plate.
Okay, cool.
Thursday, Charlie Delta traffic, 12 o'clock northbound, 12 o'clock 3 miles northbound, 3,500 Cessna Skywagon.
And 8 Charlie Delta's looking.
You're right in front of us headed that way.
Him up there, okay, good. 600, huh? Yeah, I don't see him at all.
Uh-oh.
We're offset this way, so he may be over there more. Maybe he's getting ready to shoot the approach, isn't he?
Maybe. I don't know, he's a little close. Right in there somewhere.
There he is.
Got him? Oh, yeah.
And 8 Charlie Delta has contact with the traffic.
0.8. JetBlue 1968, contact New York approach 120.8.
20.8, JetBlue 1968.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's a funny looking little airplane, the age of it, but it's nice having the charts there. I'm getting to where I use them and make sure I know, so if my iPad takes a dump or something.
8 Charlie Delta flying at 030.
030, 8 Charlie Delta.
First course is 236. Boost pump on, full this tank.
This NAS here, activate VNV, waypoint 2600.
No. Guess that is, the 2600 is the intercept altitude.
Okay.
Or approach. So if you wanted to VNAV to it, so you could do it.
Maybe that's for a plane that doesn't have the glide slope.
8 Charlie Delta, turn left heading 360.
Left 360, 8 Charlie Delta. Right into the sun, this will be a good test.
Vertical track.
I'm going to delete that, so I'll leave that up.
white caps in the sound now.
Charlie Delta, turn left heading 330.
Left heading 330 for 8 Charlie Delta.
Assuming I'm going to activate vectors to final, but...
Okay.
Off one. Gonna push it forward and get it. Want it down some?
I'm just gonna, like that, perfect. For the next turn.
I mean, he's not gonna
Camera covered. Why is it covered? What's that? The camera, am I covering something? I don't think so.
What's that?
This camera, I just saw a note saying camera covered up there.
Did it? Don't matter, I don't care. That one, it's alright.
I don't think it's covered, but I could be wrong.
No, that was me covering this and it couldn't do my face unlock.
Okay.
Like, those aren't connected. I was trying to figure out how that was working. Be mad if I do vectors to final and he doesn't send.
Or do it soon. It put you in the holding pattern.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, 6 from Millam, turn left heading 270, maintain 2,600 till established on the final approach course. Clear down nav, runway 24 approach.
Roger, understand. Left to Millam on heading 270 and maintain 2,600 until established on an inbound on the course.
Already GPS lock for me. Glide path is active. Glide path is armed.
Okay.
It's alive or it's active.
Does this bother you at all?
Nope, good.
Skywagon 0 Julia Whiskey, radar service terminated, squad VFR, frequency change approved.
Alright, we're turning inbound on the final approach course.
It's not going to help much at all, is it?
I know you can put it back. It'll be off my left here, only get lined up. Alright, now we can go down to
1,600, he said.
That's still established, so we're established, so we can go down to, well, we're inside Darwin, so we're down to 18.
Number 8 Charlie Delta, radar service terminated, squad VFR, frequency change approved. And radar service terminated, contact, Bridgeport 510.9.
Roger that. Understand, radar service terminated and contact tower 120.9. Good day, sir.
Alright, 29 from the final approach fix.
I got a squawk VFR here. And Bridgeport Tower, Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta is inbound on the RNAV 24 approach Bridgeport.
Miles from the final approach fix.
468 Charlie Delta, Bridgeport Tower, good evening, runway 24. Verify you have Alpha?
I got Zulu, what's Alpha?
We did get Alpha. We did get the ATIS previously. I'm not sure if we had letter Alpha or not. We can give us an update on the winds. Guess I could dial it in real quick. But
and Cirrus 468 Charlie Delta, current wind 270 at 23 gust 41, and they look like they're shifting in favor of runway 29. Would you like to make a right downwind entry for runway runway 29 for landing.
Where's 29 at? Hold on for a second. Well, what was the winds again?
70 at 23, gust to 41. They appear to be shifting around. You're heading 24. He wanted to know if you wanted to go to 29.
I'd have to take a right for 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
Do it. I'm gonna make
You're gonna go this.
48 Charlie Delta. Did you copy?
Yeah, Roger, sir. We were just having a conversation on that. We are going to take 29.
Roger, and report making a left turn for the right downwind runway 29er.
Roger, sir. We'll report the left turn. 8 Charlie Delta. You're going to go out this way?
Yep.
Okay.
Verify my airport altitude for me.
Sure.
I can probably get it. Just say...
Pretty close to sea level, to be honest with you.
At 9 feet, so I'll be at 1,000. You bug 1,000 for me, I'm making that left.
Okay. And Bridgeport Tower, 8 Charlie Delta is making its left turn for right downwind to 29.
Here's 468 Charlie Delta, Roger, runway 29. Wind 290 at 27, gust 41, clear to land.
8 Charlie Delta, Roger, sir, cleared to land.
I got the runway, I'm just going to have to get out here. I got really blown.
Okay. Coming up on 1,000.
Oh, there we go. Bug that altitude, I got it. Should be far enough. Get slowed down. I'm way through final. Just let them know that wind got me through final. I'll be bringing it back around.
Okay. And Bridgeport Tower, just so you know, the wind took us through the final. We're coming back to it. There's still going to land 29.
Okay, copy that. And wind 290 at 24, gust 41.
Roger, 24, gust 41. 270 on the wind.
Can runway at now?
Well, let's see where it lines up.
500.
Look like it's straight on.
Right there, I got it. I see the pappy. Yep. I get the speed down. Oh,
we can always make a go around if this is not working, coming together.
I got it now.
Doesn't look like an extremely long runway, just so you know it. And I'm doing that visually. I don't see
4,600 or something.
All right, you're not doing bad. You're a little bit, yeah, you know that. You're a little bit right of course. And you're coming, your airspeed's bouncing around, but it's coming down.
Minimums.
There we go, flaps 10.
Put your visor down, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Okay, you're up at 125, just so you know it. Coming up over the threshold now. You're 108, 107, dropping to 100. Looking good. Okay.
Oh my God.
We're not doing this shit again. I'm right now.
Figure out where the FBO is. I have no idea where they are.
Charlie Delta, nice job, and stay in tension.
Roger, we need to go to the FBO.
That's right, Marie.
We have 3 available here.
That's right,
landing 3 wings and Atlantic South.
Hold on, it's hold on, give me a second. Tell
we'll need 1 second here.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to go left. Can I go left off?
We'll clear here at J if that's okay, sir.
well, taxiway Delta, make a right turn and go into Atlantic North.
Roger that. Taxiway Delta.
Yeah, right there. Whew, that was a tough one. I may have to get on the phone and figure out where she's
And Bridgeport ground, we'll come back with you in a second. We're supposed to meet somebody here. We're going to confirm where they're at and then ask you for permission to taxi there.
Copy that.
Atlantic Aviation Bridgeport.
So Atlantic Aviation for 8 Charlie Delta, can you tell us how to get there?
Yes, sir. Proceed straight ahead on Delta. And if you see the G5 there to the left, you'll be turning in there. So just continue straight ahead, and as soon as you see the Atlantic building to the left, that'll be where you turn in. That'll be taxiway Echo.
Roger, sir. I just opened my eyes. We see it. Thank you.
Know what he said. We just okay.
Give me permission to taxi. No, that was a good turn. He guessed right. Turn the landing light on.
Yeah, man, that's the most I've stood. That's the most I've stood on a rudder and been cross controlled. It's very hard to steer with that tailwind.
You had a tailwind?
No, right now it's hard. Coming in though, I was standing on the rudder.
Yeah, well,
I was low as hell, but it was working.
If they were paying us to do this, it might be worth it. But I'm talking about really paying us to do it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we'll pay off that plane if you make that landing.
Did he say left at Delta or left in?
And you'll see the building right here, so I'd turn left.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go right in here.
So we don't cross any runways.
We're not in behind that guy either.
Good. And then Atlantic's right here to your right. So. Hello, Squeaky. Wow, look at the tarp blowing.
Yeah, I'm having to like stand on that rudder to get this thing to turn.
Not sure where the FBO is. Now, there's a guy over there behind the G5 signal for it.
Waving us.
I think you're good if we go slow here.
Yeah, we'll go straight and we'll go around.
I'm sure they're laughing. They're saying, yeah, it must be their first time here.
Right.
Thank you. I had a blinker, I put it on. Oh yeah, I see the cover there for the end. Okay, it looks like he...
Yeah.
Yep.
Wants me in front of him. We could have went down behind that guy. I didn't see him.
Actually wants you to go 180.
Yeah.
So. That was a beautiful landing, though.
Yeah, for the conditions.
Bridgeport 8's information Alpha's been revised. Runway 29er is the active
like
runway with wind 290
they make you focus.
34, altimeter 2968.
Sometimes there's some of the best landings, right?
Yeah.